by now there are many recordings, great recordings of the Beethoven Piano Sonatas. I grew up, first of all, with Schnabel. I mean, he was my teacher's teacher, so I think there's a kind of significance there. I remember bringing in his editions of these pieces to my lessons. But far beyond that, Schnabel accessed a kind of almost mystical quality when he recorded these pieces, which I think remains a kind of ideal. I mean, he had other great qualities as well, but there was a way in these enormous slow movements, like the Hammerklavier of Opus 111, or even some of the earlier sonatas. Supposedly recording is a sterile medium, and you listen to these very, very early, one might say, primitive recordings, and time itself stops for them. So that they remain a very big influence. And then Richard Good's cycle was another one that I had. I think from the time I was a teenager, I know all of his performances of them. I've come to know him, and I've heard him, been blessed to hear him play many of them live. Never was blessed to hear Schnabel live, obviously. So yeah, there are many performances, of course, also individual performances of different pianists I've heard play in concert also that have been very inspiring. So there's no question that on some subconscious level, I've taken a lot from all of those things. But in the end, when you play a piece, you have to really try to shed as much of the performed history as possible and build your own relationship with the piece, make your own mistakes with it, fail it in your own unique ways rather than repeat the failures of past musicians. Because when you play a Beethoven sonata, you will not come to some sort of ideal or ultimate performance, which is on the one hand very frustrating, and on the other hand it's very liberating, that we're all of us trying to measure up to something which is really impossible. And it's that search for that invisible gold standard which makes the process so exciting.